Ideas isn't sold on the government's plan to build 1 million affordable homes in the next 10 years. In fact, the think tank warns that the plan could lead to losses that may fall on taxpayers' shoulders. Senior fellow Dr. Carmelo Ferlito says Putrajaya's intention is commendable. However, he is concerned that the government's involvement could create distortions and hurt the industry in the long run. Instead, he argues that only private entrepreneurs can elaborate sound plans in line with the real market needs. This is because market information is by nature dynamically created and modified through billions of market interactions. He says a central planner, like a government agency, isn't continuously engaged with the market process and therefore is not aware of when development plans might need revising. Therefore, it may possess the necessary technical knowledge in order to build 1 million affordable houses, but it would be unable to gauge the actual market needs. While Ferlito's concerns aren't rooted in the target number of homes, he also points out that the entire private sector was only able to provide an average of 200,000 new launches across all price ranges per year, and that was during the best years of the property market. Goldman Sachs may be liable for as much as $5 billion or 20.48 billion ringgit for its role in the 1MDB scandal, says New York Post. That would be twice the previous estimates of a worst-case scenario. New York Post cited a recent Wells Fargo research report which published an interview with Peter Henning, a former criminal prosecutor at the US Justice Department. Henning had said that Goldman will likely be forced to forfeit $600 million it made in fees and pay at least $1.2 billion in fines to the US Securities and Exchange Commission. At least another $2.7 billion would be returned to Malaysia, with the rest likely to go to other agencies investigating the bank. Wells Fargo analyst Mike Mayo, who has been critical of Goldman's involvement, reportedly shared the same view. New York Post quoted Mayo as saying that there is no way to minimize the mishap with 1MDB, and now it's a matter of assigning blame and the degree. Police are said to have raided the office of the Human Resources Development Fund over the alleged misappropriation of funds and other malpractices. According to news reports, officers are also questioning the fund's employees. In November, HR Minister M. Kulasegaran claimed that high-ranking staff of HRDF had misappropriated some 100 million ringgit of funds. More recently, the Star reported that the fund had purchased a 154 million ringgit property in Bangsar South without the approval of its board and investment panel. Datin Sri Rosmah Mansour's lawyers will be going through 300 pages of documents pertaining to her corruption charges with regards to a solar energy project in Sarawak. Her lead counsel, Dato' Akberdin Abdul Kadir, told the KL Sessions Court that they have received the tender and other letters from the prosecution. A decision has yet to be made on the prosecution's application to transfer the case to the High Court due to issues raised by the defence. The court has fixed February 15th for mention. Last November, Rosmah was charged with 2 counts of soliciting and accepting bribes on 2 occasions to help a company secure a 1.25 billion ringgit solar hybrid project for rural schools. If found guilty, she faces a fine and jail time of up to 20 years. An e-payment systems operator says it will take another 20 years for Malaysia to transform into a cashless society. Payments Network Malaysia Group CEO Peter Schesser told Bernama that this is because Malaysians still prefer to use cash, particularly in rural areas. Overall, however, he notes that the number of electronic payment transactions in Malaysia has risen sharply since 2 years ago, thanks to the booming e-commerce market. According to Bank Negara's statistics, 833.9 million transactions were made via online banking from January to November 2018, from 741.9 million for the whole of 2017 and 588.2 million in 2016. Mobile banking transactions also improved in the first 11 months of 2018 at 1.92 billion versus 1.05 billion for 2017 and 526.6 million in 2016.